No, I thought it was game over then. Not literally, but you know, my chances of trying to win that race from there are pretty slim. Especially against Oscar, you know, I kind of expected us to be a bit better than the Ferrari over the race. I didn't expect to be, you know, from that position much quicker than Oscar. I believe that was a bit quicker, but not that much to still finish ahead. So our only option was to kind of try convert to a 1. Still, wasn't expecting it to kind of work out. It was more, let's just give it a good shot. Let's commit to that. And you know, my strengths are definitely end of stint pace, longevity of tire, that kind of thing. And today I utilized that to every possible tenth of a second, and it worked out. So I'm happy that we tried something a bit different. We risked a little bit, and it worked out perfectly. So I'm happy with the team.
Stressful, very stressful. I think I could close the gap relatively quickly, but then that last second and a half, or 2 seconds, second and a half, was incredibly tough, and then I could just not get close enough to put a move on from there. So, close, very close.
I was really pleased with the race, to be honest. I don't think we could have hoped for more. I felt I was driving really well. The start was great. Did my best to sort of fend off Lando at the start to try and help Fernando to get ahead of him and sort of achieve that. But the McLarens were too fast today. They did a great job. And then obviously at the end of the race it was pretty dicey with Charles.
From around lap 40, we had a problem with the chassis. So now I've had more details about it. In the car, obviously, I had no idea what was going on. I mean, I had an idea, but it was the wrong idea because I thought it was something that was in our control. Unfortunately, we had an issue on the chassis, so I don't have much to add on that. It's just extremely frustrating when you are fighting for a win, when we had the pace that we had at the beginning of the race, and we lose absolutely everything later on. It's very frustrating.
Yeah, definitely very happy. P5, the best result of the year, the best result as a team. 16 points before the summer break is. It feels good, and we were a lot faster than the Sauber, and No, but it was one of those weekends that everything feels alright. Seems free practice, good quali yesterday, good race, good execution today. Good tire management, so nothing more we could ask.
So glad, we did an amazing job. The team gave me an amazing car for today's race. We managed to put everything in place. The strategy was great, and I don't see how we could finish the half season better.
There's lots to learn from this weekend, to understand, because I think we don't fully understand why we're competitive this week and we're last week. We need to try and learn what we can from this week and put the car in that window more places, because we want to be at this level of competitiveness more weekends.
Yeah, very, very happy. I think it's been a pretty tough race. It's hard to time a pit stop when there's this many cars and on a small track like this, so it's always a bit nerve-wracking when you know it's a very important part of the race. But for us, our dig was really good, and we were able to have a strong race.
Yeah, I mean, my whole weekend, just no grip, just struggling a lot. Not how we want to be, but I knew it was going to be a tough day.
So what's the mindset heading into the summer break?
It's fine. I mean, it's been a tough week, but we just keep trying, keep working, keep understanding, of course, also our weaker spots, and then try to improve on them.
I mean, first point of the European, it was tough. It was tough because first of all, it was not the plan to do one stop, but then, considering the position where we were, we decided to just keep going. Also because the pace was quite decent, and especially when I was in free air, I was able to improve the time and be consistent. But it was difficult. But happy to have brought the first point of the European season.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend just feels so unfair because the other car scored points, and we've been on it the whole weekend. And except when it mattered yesterday in Q3. So just very frustrating race. The pace was very, very strong again, but I was just being backed off by slower cars.
Pretty bad.
Just how tough was the car? Did you feel like you could make any progress at all?
Not really, no. Just stuck where I was.
And can you go easy on yourself a little bit? Because I know it's been a tough weekend and you're incredibly tough on yourself. So what's the mindset heading into the summer?
Same as it was yesterday. Glad it's over, and looking forward to going away.
It was always going to be difficult from the back there, and we know in traffic, it's just a bit difficult here. I think the one stop, worked quite well for many people. So the two stop naturally wasn't even the faster one. Two stop plus a lot of traffic, means very difficult race, and no yield today. But happy that Gabi was there, to pick up the points. It all goes back to yesterday having a poor quali, and starting from the back is obviously the start of the end a little bit.
Yeah, we tried 2 stops. Majority of the field, I think, tried 1, and it was probably the fastest race. But 1 or 2 stops today, simply the car didn't have the pace to get better than P13, which is where we should have finished without the incident with Gasly. So it's where we deserve to be.
I came into this weekend quite optimistic, and I feel like we got a little bit exposed around this track. The wind picked up in the race, which we know we sometimes don't like, and but the track cooled down, so we thought maybe it kind of offsets them a little bit. But a little bit scary to see Gabriel so far up ahead, Liam as well. It's going to be a fight to the end of the season. I think we need to do our homework, because I don't think we had the best car this weekend, and we can do a better job if we had another go at it. That being said, it was a very tough weekend.
Yeah, difficult day for sure. I think we need to have a good look on what if we would have used another strategy, if he would have given us anything. I don't think so in hindsight. I think just coming out the car now, I think we struggled a little bit, especially towards the end, to maintain the cars behind that were a bit quicker on fresher tires. We also got ahead of them, so we gave ourselves the opportunity. It was a solid start, but after that we need to work a little bit more on how to get the car a little bit more under control and get more pace throughout the race. But looking at this first half, I think there is some positive, definitely. We scored a decent amount of points, but we are not consistent enough and where we want to be every single time. So we'll give it everything for the next half.
Yeah, I picked up the damage from mid to the end of the race, which was not in my control. So that's cost me quite a lot pace there, and pretty much that's it. And also something that we could improve a lot from the communication-wise, that if I was fighting for the points, there was a situation that could cost quite big, and it happens last 2 weeks, last 2 races, back to back in a row. So to be honest, it started to get very frustrating with that. But something that definitely we have to improve a lot and fight hard second half.
Yeah, it was hard. I think the pace was not too bad. We lost a lot of time on different moments of the race, and it just became a tricky race. I think tough day. We of course tried our best, but difficult day out there. I think we lost some time on the start. I lost some places, had no rear grip, sliding a lot, and I went off. And then 2 very, very slow stops that cost us a lot of time. So just try to understand what happened on those stops, and for them not to happen again.
We're just too slow, and actually had a lot of battle and thought there was some good racing, tough battles, and I'm here to race, not to just go around and let people get by. So it is what it is.
Managed to run in P10 for the first stint, but it was really clinging on for that entire stint. I was really struggling with my feeling with the car. Just massive oversteer for the whole stint, and then it picked up in the second stint. Looks like we picked up some damage somewhere because we saw a big drop in loads, and at that point it was clear that we couldn't finish the race.